This is Ryan Roberts. I'm Ashlyn Roberts, and we have 4 children. They are Owen, who's 8, Tillman, who is 4, and then Madison and Marin, who are 2.
On the week of October 17th, Tillman was diagnosed with the flu, and it wasn't your typical flu. We weren't really sure what was going on because she was much sicker than your average flu case. We took her to the doctor, obviously, and then they ended up sending us to EAMC, ran a number of tests over a couple of day period, and quickly things progressively got worse. They felt that the care for her was something that was out of their capacity. And so they transferred us to Children's in Mobile. We went there via ambulance.
She's probably on day 10 of 103, 104 degree fever, and she was not getting any better. And they finally ran one more CT scan, and they found what's called a mediastinal abscess. And what that is just it's an infection and abscess between your heart and your lungs. And if it were to get any bigger, it could be fatal. They kind of were like, all right, we are out of our scope here at Children's in Mobile. We need to get you somewhere else ASAP.
Kind of in a matter of hours, we're told, she has to be life flighted to Birmingham. And that was a huge punch to me because I didn't want her to be by herself. And so, obviously the thought of your kid flying a helicopter by herself was kind of scary. And then being in Birmingham, when she gets there by herself for hours, until we got there, was one of the hardest things I probably have ever dealt with. Even having specialists in so many different areas that are focused on your child and really, receiving the best attention and care that you can get, there was just still a lot of unknowns and how to care for her and how quickly she'd be, recover and what the next step should be and what the next, medication should be on and if she should have certain procedures and things like that.
Everything was such a blur to us at that time, but we knew that we were covered in prayer by our community and our friends and our loved ones, that it gave us a peace of knowing that we were covered.
Yeah. There were people literally from all over the place that were fasting and praying for us, praying for Tillman's care. People would leave us voicemails with prayers or record them and text them to us.
Tilly's friends, especially, these are 4-year-old little kids. They would send Tilly video messages almost every day, praying with her over the phone.
To have those prayers, that are being taken on your behalf, and also to share with you is an encouragement and, kind of provides unexplainable strength.
And peace.
And peace, when you really just are completely out of control. And that just changed the trajectory of her, her overall well-being. There were things that doctors couldn't explain and things that surprised them and certainly surprised us.
Her blood work had improved by 200%, almost miraculously. That doesn't just happen overnight.
We were expecting to have a procedure that day, and they came in and they told us, hey, pack your stuff up, you're going home. And we were all shocked. Definitely thought we were going to be there at least a couple more weeks from the conversations we'd had. Our main physician was in tears basically when he told us that we were going to go home.
100% was the hands of God.
Yeah.
100,000%.
For sure.
It had almost been a month since we had seen the twins, and just walking through the front door and seeing them scream mommy and daddy and give us the best big hugs ever, and of course Owen coming and give us a big hug too, just made it all worth it. The community and everyone that just came together for us here, I can't even explain it. We had people take our kids trick-or-treating. We had people take our kids to school every single morning, pick them up from school every afternoon, bring us meals.
I'm really guilty of trying to ask, what do you do? What can I do for you? Or how do you need help? Or how can we, make things easier for you this time? And the biggest thing that was good for us and huge to experience, a lot of it we didn't ask for. And people just did naturally and, just cared for us. Those are the kind of things that, you don't know that you need until people just do it and jump into the situation and care for you.
And makes you realize how important community truly is.
Yeah. There's no way we can turn out the community for sure.